everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, as you can see by this playmat where we have Slifer, Ra, and Obelisk here all duking it out, we are going to have a deck profile of the Egyptian God deck. Yes. So, the deck, if you guys have been paying attention to this deck as I've done it over the last 2 years or so, this version of the deck has not changed that much from the previous version. Not a lot at all. However, the extra deck is now, I would say, fully constructed. Thanks in part to the introduction of Link Monsters. Because of the introduction of Link Monsters, you now can have a fully functional deck, and your deck can be a little bit more versatile in its plays, depending upon the cards that you have in your hand at the time. We'll talk about that more in depth as I get into the deck profile, but without further ado, guys, let us get into that said deck profile. So, first off, you run your one Obelisk the Tormentor, your Slifer the Sky Dragon, your double Winged Dragon of Ra. Alright, like I always tell people, this is the fake Winged Dragon of Ra, this is the real one, because the alternate artwork, but beside the point. So, as I've said, anytime if you've ever played this deck, you can definitely switch out for whatever gods you want to run, but I would highly suggest that you run at least 4 copies of the gods, because it's sometimes harder to search them, but 4 copies of the gods is usually what I would run. So you can either run double Obelisk, 1 Ra, Slifer's a little bit different, but I've tested it out in this deck recently as an update. It can work, so you can run different ratios, but Obelisk is good because he's not, he's hard to get over. Slifer is decent in certain matchups. He's pretty dang good in certain matchups. And Ra is your OTK enabler. And he has the most cards dedicated to him, being Sphere Mode and Phoenix Mode. So yeah, those are your gods that you run. Next you run your 2 Sphere Mode. Now, this should be geared, if you guys are wondering, like, oh my gosh, this deck is so expensive to build. Okay, the extra deck is somewhat expensive because of the Link Monsters. But you really don't need them at the end of the day. You just need your basic Link Monsters. This is getting reprinted in, Circuit Break in December. So these should be pretty cheap to pick up. These should be like $2-3, hopefully, or cheaper, when this gets the reprint. I'm hoping for you guys that actually have been telling me, oh, I want to play this deck, but this is too expensive. It's going to get a reprint soon. But this card's amazing. You can search it out. It's literally like having your own searchable kaiju card. And your opponent, they'll have to remember, they cannot have 3 monsters on the field, because you can just go, have that Sphere Mode right there, man. Have it. And then you get your monsters out. So you can clear boards, set up for Ra. Really good card. You can even tribute off your own monsters for it. So literally, in a way, it's like having a Winged Dragon of Ra in your hand, because you can go, if you have tokens or Ra's Disciple or whatever the case may be, you just go tribute them off, bring out Sphere Mode, tribute Sphere Mode, bring out the Winged Dragon of Ra like that. That's all you need to do, and he'll be at 4,000 attack. And because you didn't have to pay all those life points to make him ungoshly attack, he can actually use his effect to pay 1,000, blow up a monster. So that's nice. So yeah, 2 Sphere Mode. And we also run the ones Phoenix Mode. There's multiple different ways of getting Phoenix Mode in the graveyard. Pretty much it's sort of a loop if you guys don't remember. You go Sphere Mode, you bring out Ra. If Ra gets destroyed, then you go into Phoenix Mode. Then you can go into another Sphere Mode, then go back all through that again. So that's why we run double Ra, because he's an OTK enabler and he has these revolving parts around him as well. Next up, we run your 3 Ra's Disciple. You definitely want to run your 3 Ra's Disciple. Amazing, amazing card. I hope they make some more Disciple cards, but pretty much what you can do is you can go Ra's Disciple, activate a card as Advanced Draw. So you'll get all 3 of these out, activate Advanced Draw, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You can now conduct another Tribute Summon. So you can conduct a Tribute Summon in addition to your normal summon. So now I can sack it off for my god. That's all you do. And you can, if you have Advanced Draw and this and True Name, it's a 3-card combo to get a god on the field that exact turn, as long as nobody negates your effect. Because you go Advanced Raw's Disciple, Advanced Draw, True Name, call the right card, the correct card on top of your deck because you actually just saw it. Draw that card that you wanted. Maybe it's a combo piece. Search a god card. There you go. Then we run your 3 Scapegoat, Coast to Coast. I love that old show from Cartoon Network. But Scapegoat is really good. It's your main way for going into your link monsters, as well as tribute fodder, as well as synchro fodder, which we'll talk about in a second. So Scapegoat is pretty simple. You set it. When it gets flipped up, you can summon as many Scapegoat tokens to the field as you can. So you can summon up to 4 if you have only this card on the field and it's destroyed. If they don't attack it, what you can do is you can flip Scapegoat up. You get your 4 tokens. Then, because this is a level 1 tuner, you can synchro up with one of the tokens to get into, where is he? Formula Synchron, get an extra draw deeper into your combo deck here. So it's things of that nature, and you'll still have enough cards on the field for a tribute fodder, which is really nice. Or you can tribute off the tokens for link monsters. Say if I don't have a god card in my hand, I have a good hand, but I don't have a god to make that deck do the most powerful play it can. So instead, I can go for some very powerful link monsters instead, which is really nice. So this thing is very versatile in the deck. Next up, you run your 3 Marsh Macaroon. He is everything. This cute little pink blob. He is your tribute fodder. He can be used for link summoning. He can be used for a lot of different things, really, if you really think about it. Tribute fodder, link summoning, stall-tasticness, as I call it, because you can really stall out with him if you do it right, and a very, very powerful card. Next up, we run Plague Spreader. Still, great card. It works with True Name. It's tribute fodder. That's mainly what you use them for. If you don't have card advance in your hand, you can put a card back on the deck. If you have True Name, activate True Name, draw that card, search a god card, thin out your deck. And on top of that, he is tribute fodder. 1 Aroma Jar, it's just another good stall card. It can't be destroyed by battle. And doing each of your end phases, so your opponents and your end phases, you gain 500 life points. And that can be used for attack points towards Raw. So when you bring the Raw out, instead of having, 7,900, if you used Aroma Jar early on and you have those life points left over, this can be 8,300, I think it is, 400. So it's attack points for Raw. So that's your monsters. Pretty simple, if you guys know the deck and been paying attention to it. Next, you run your 3 card advance. This is now the most expensive card in the deck. Literally, I think it is now. These range in price, if you're wondering, I think from $5 to $7, $8. So this is literally the most expensive card you will need to play this deck after the reprint of Sphere Mode. So, pretty simple. Card advance, you activate it, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, arrange them in any order. It works with True Name, and also now you can, in addition to your normal summon, you can conduct a tribute summon that turn, which is really nice with card advance. Great card. Next, we run double True Name. 3 True Name is too much, but double True Name is good. You call the top card of your deck. If you call it correctly, you get to draw that card and add a divine monster from your deck to your hand, or special summon it. So True Name, very good card. Works with card advance and Plague Spreader. Sorry, I got something in my throat. Next, we run double Mound of the Bound Creator and 1 Terraforming. Now, I'm going to mention this. I don't think I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. This video I recorded prior to the supposedly September 2017 ban list coming out. The OCG ban list just came out a couple of days ago, and I'm kind of waiting on our ban list to come out. But I wanted to do this deck profile now because I'm going to be out of town for a while, so I wanted to pre-record this so you guys at least have a video. but the deck wouldn't change that much. But if Terraforming gets banned, you can just run the trap card that's coming out next the next set called Meta Reverse, I think it is, or something like that. You get to bring a trap card directly out from your, a field spell directly from your deck and activate it directly from your deck to the field, which is really nice. So, 3 mound, it protects your god cards, Terraforming to search it, pretty simple. 3 gold sark, double gold sark. You want to run double gold sark because you're going to be searching your main card, which is card advance. So this can help you search out your card pieces that you need to set up for a god play. And the cool thing about it is, yes, it goes with the mythology and the lore of the deck, which is kind of funny, but that wasn't the point. The point is it helps you search out for your combo pieces, and you can literally stall out in this deck long enough, usually, to get the card back, go off with it, make your main powerful play, which is really nice. Then you run double pop duality, thin your deck, look for your combo pieces. Pretty simple. And you're usually not going to conduct special summons on your turn. If you do, you can just stall out with certain cards. Then we run double Twin Twister, because Twin Twister, you discard things like Plague, your Phoenix mode guy, your Marsh Macaroon. There's a bunch of different things you can discard to just get your combo plays off, really. As well as destroying your opponent's back row. Then you run for your one-ofs, your Upstart Goblin, consistency, Foolish Burial, sending your Plague, your Phoenix, your Marsh Macaroon, if there's only one index still, different things. Your Regeki, clear the board. And because this is really fun and it works with card advance, rank up Magic the 7th one. So you can run this with card advance, number 1. Number 2, if you draw it and you have Plague Engrave, you can put this on top of your deck for next turn so you can use it and get Plague Spreader onto the field to do different things with him if you so wish to. So, works with Plague, works with card advance. It's a really nice card overall as a one-of. And it can help you create a powerful monster if you are unable to. Or a plan B, I guess you could say. And then for your other trap card we run the First of the Monarch. So this card's really interesting. I like it as a one-of. I used to run it as a two-of way back in the day when I first built this deck, but it's good as a one-of. So pretty much what this does is you can activate it. It's a 24 defensive monster, so 2,400 defense. When it's activated, you can pitch a card from your hand to create it to be any attribute, and that will go towards the summoning of 2 of those monsters. So for example, I have a divine monster, alright, takes 3 tributes, alright. So I activate this, First of the Monarch, bring it out, pitch a card, call it, make it a divine monster. Now it counts to 2 of the 3 tributes of Obelisk. So if I have another card on the field, I sack this off with the other card I have, a Marsh Macaroon, a Goat token, it doesn't matter. There's Obelisk on the field now. That's how this card works. Somebody was asking that in the last video. Next up, and like I said, the ban list is not out yet, so this could get limited to 1. I mean, over in the OCG it's limited to 2, so I'm hoping it just stays at 2 of if it does get hit. But Solemn Warning and Double Solemn Strike. Yeah, Strike's getting the reprint too already by the time you probably see this video, so hopefully they're cheaper. But yeah, that is the main deck. If Solemn Strike was to get hit down to 1-of, I would say run things like Lost Winds. You want effect negation, so I would say run Lost Winds if you can't afford Solemn Strikes. Next up, for your extra deck, we have our lovely Skyla token, which apparently over in the Pokemon game, my friend was telling me, has gone up in price, and this is now a $25 card that I bought for $10 before the meta changed in Pokemon. But I love Skyla. Go Skyla. Next, we have your double formula Synchron. You sometimes will use 2 per duel, so run 2 of them. You have the room. Then you run number 104, number Masquerade, and number C104, Umbral Horror Masquerade. This works up with rank up 7th the Magic one. All these number monsters I'm about to show you work with rank up Magic the 7th one. Number 101, Silent Honor Arc, number C101, Silent Honor Dark. Works with rank up. This card's amazing. Number 107, Galaxy S Tachyon Dragon. When you're able to go into number C, Neo Galaxy Tachyon Dragon. When you just maybe have 2 Marsh Macaroons on the field, 2 Goat tokens, whatever the case may be. This card can end games. It is really amazing. Then we have, because it can be any number monster, but I chose to do it this way, Giant Hand and C number 106 Giant Hand, which is nice to go into in certain matchups. The main ones you'll go for, though, are going to be this guy, this guy, this guy. These are the 3 main ones you'll go into. For the Link monsters now, we have Link Spider, Decode Tarker. Decode Tarker really works well with the deck, actually. Galaxy Eye Saber Dragon, Gaia Saber the Lightning. How do you pronounce his name again? Gaia Saber the Lightning Shadow. Oh my gosh, tongue tied. Topological Bomber Dragon. This is expensive, but you don't need to run it. Double Firewall Dragon. So yeah, you don't need to run Double Firewall Dragon, but it helps because it's a really good card. So you're not abusing it like Firewall Turbo, but this is literally nice to go into if you have the tokens on the field or something. Then you have the token cards. We run just some tokens just because you use them with Scapegoat. So yeah, that is the deck in a nutshell, guys. Pretty straightforward. It hasn't changed too much. The main addition has been these Link monsters because they really help. And I can't emphasize that enough now because they really help with going for other plays with Scapegoat instead of using Scapegoat for just Formula Synchron plays with Formula to draw a card. Now you can use them for Link monsters and do a lot more different things, and it gives the deck a little bit more oomph, and I thought it was enough to talk about because from playtesting and practicing, I was finding out that it made Scapegoat more alive. So sometimes what I would use with Scapegoat is use it as just chop block fodder or just fodder for, not taking damage, or I would use it for the God cards. Now I can use it for Link monsters, and I can go on the offensive much earlier than just relying upon the gods, is what I'm trying to say here. So it works out fairly well. But to next time, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, go Egyptian gods, and I'll see you guys next time. Good luck dueling to all of you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.